back. This video we move to second part for talking about RDF. In the earlier part is we talk about starting from how you can store RDF in file. File means some text the store in your operating system, no matter which OS you are using. The RDF can be stored as the triple, and we discussed there's several different type as the N triple or N3, or we use the TTL. So those are the different way that you can store the triples with RDF specification. This video we talk about is how we can store RDF in database. So let's see from the book. So first we go through certain basic concepts from the book. For the reason we talk about not only use Turtle or RDF XML is because it is not our best option if you have a big or huge text file. And then we also need to have some way that we can refer to the similarity of a relational database, that we can have the capable way to do the add, delete, change, or remove those, or insert, update data in your database. So we also need a similar way when we have our RDF data model. And the term we will introduce is there are ways to store RDF in a relational database manager, such as MySQL or Oracle, but the best way is our database manager optimized for RDF triple. So there is a specialized database optimized for RDF triple. We will call that triple store. There's a lot of the commercial and the open source triple stores are available. And the author suggests is if you evaluate which triple store may be your choice, bear in mind is ask yourself this at least 4 questions. Does it support real SPARQL? Or some is triple store, they declare that they support SPARQL, but they have some proprietary their self-developed the variation of the SPARQL-like query language. So that is the factor you need to evaluate. And how easy is it to give the triple store or SPARQL query and to then get the result back? And can the triple store serve as a SPARQL endpoint? So this one I haven't yet learned how to implement from my local the RDF to our online endpoint. We will practice that later on altogether. And the last but not least is does the triple store support the latest SPARQL standards? So today we have the 1.1, but along with the SPARQL standard evolve, you need to evaluate your triple store on whether it is evolved along with the standards. So we still those key questions on in your mind is let's see. So in the mind map, I gave you some the more information than the book. So if you come to this 02 and 0203 is our RDF, and we are now is in this database section, the number 2. So the best way is we already talk is that is you'd better to use our triple store. So I give you some reference link if you are willing to learn the triple store basis information. You can come to there. So those are because in this book is not our focal focus to talk about RDF concept. So it's better you can go to the either DBpedia, they have our about triple store, and there's a Triple Store 101, and then there's Untold Text. Even they offer the commercial the graph database, but they also gave some the generic explanation about the Triple Store. So these are just the three the sample so that you can learn, and also here is the Wikipedia link. If you see from the bottom left corner, so if you click that, you will be redirected to this Wikipedia. Then you can learn the concepts. So those I hope is give you some the reference, and also this UK government school information endpoint is from this data varsity. So you can learn is what are the real endpoint looks like. And the second part is no need to remember, but I hope these can be our dynamic list. Because when I summarize this list, when I check from the latest their websites, there's some of the product is already gone, or maybe they changed the name, or they acquired by the other companies. So these the graph database markets is very dynamically changed market or niche market. So if you have interest on any Triple Store products, you need to keep learning their latest information. It's just some. I categorize this as the commercial or open source. And for every product, I try to list from by the order from A to Z. So you can just check them. So every product, I gave you this link. So you can see here that can come to this product page directly, like this Allegro graph. So they have those Allegro, the free edition, and also the commercial edition. So those are the link. And for some those product, if you click here, I also gave you the not only the link, but for some in the open source part is you will read some information for those. And you can see here is one this graph filling. This is not our actual graph database, but it's a graph database tool. So I link this to several other databases like Neo4j or Redis Graph. So that means it's, you can use this tool above those different type which they are supported graph database or native graph database, but you can overall manage those, or you can have a more interactive way using graph filling to interactive with those database as the backend. For sure, you can use those database in standalone. No need this tool, but this tool gives you some additional features, which I learned this from the public information. I use Neo4j for some of my sample case. I tried this StarDoc a little bit, but not for the most of them. So, but I list these for you. If you're familiar with some, that will be good. That you can continue to check for that, and you can see some is not no ended link. So that is in the open source part. So within the open source, I also give you numbers of those files. So some open source tool is interesting, like this Janus graph. Originally, I remember this is our commercial graph database, but recently when I check this again, is open source. So now you can use this under the open source license. With at least the commercial community edition. So most of those names you can use that is fully the in the open source license. And some of that, if I have marked as the commercial community edition, like this Arango DB, you have this link. So this link is come to the another end is so this company provide Arango DB also with our commercial license. But if you just have some developer purpose, or you have this self usage, not in the commercial usage, you can get the community edition. That is the same like this MAM graph, same as the Neo4j, and this ONGDB. So several the product, even for Onto text, they also provide a free edition with light the features, but you can get some feeling about the GraphDB from Onto text. So those are the most of the things I would like to try is on this open source field. I have already checked some basic information. So if you click any the box, here is the explanation or brief information. You can also read from here. So every open source product, I try to give you 1 paragraph or 2 paragraphs with the brief. So you can at least have our basic information before you try. Some are full function, the graph database. Some are just the simpler one. And some is provide a certain API. So they have the different purpose. But after all, if you familiar with some of those names, all of them can be certain aspect of the triple store. So they are served as the RDF or and can facilitate with SPARQL or SPARQL-like. For example, is Yanos graph. They have some additional query language called is Gremlin. And also Neo4j is you have those the Cipher, the query language. So if you want to use those product, it's better is you read the documentation and to get familiar with those specific language. But again, back to our book mentioned is if you just want to try SPARQL on RDF specification, you can try evaluate is which one doesn't require our specific the own language. It's better to just use some common the SPARQL standards or query language to perform your task. So those are some self criteria that I hope you can get some understanding. So that is for this second part. Just why I wanted to give you some ideas how and what kind of the product you can choose when you are willing to store your RDF in database. And then before closing the video is I have some update on this Learn SPARQL the repository. So last video I mentioned is I have upload our mind map in the file. So if you have the free plan, you can get this detailed mind map because it's better you use a free plan than you can have those interactive link. And at the same time is I export all the information, almost all, to this markdown. So you can see from here, but this markdown doesn't have all the links actually. For example, I think it's some of the link is they are not fully the export, but some link they have those. So using this markdown, you have this the list of the free plan mind map. And also for your convenience is on every chapter, I have export this chapter's specific branch in our picture, so JPG picture. So this one is not clickable, but you can expand that if you don't have that tool. And for some, the paragraph or the chapter, like this chapter 2, because it's quite big, they have 7 subchapter. So I extract every subchapter starting from this 0 to 01, 0 to 02. Like today's we're talking, last video we talked about the URI, URL. And these videos and the last video we talk about the RDF. So I will make that branch export as the separate picture. And especially for this RDF, because we have many more the detailed information, then you can, if you see there's our subfolder, click that, then you can see here that is the 00, the 231. So this is the last video, and then this video, so 232, so store in database. So I also export this already. So then you can have some the cross link for all the informations I prepared for you. So feel free to check on the repository. And then the next video is I would like to move to the data type and also making RDF more readable with the language tag and the labels. We will check some more detail on the RDF specification. So see you in the next video. Bye for now.